We are live here across the Tasman, down in Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland, ready for what is set to be a big match. Kick off Wednesday night footy between the New Zealand Warriors and the Canberra Raiders. I am joined in the commentary box by Dustin Richards. Dustin, what are you looking forward to about this game?
What I'm really looking forward to about this game, mate, is how the halves pairing of Canberra Raiders, how they adapt to this new game plan. Now that Jack O'Neill has moved on to Newcastle, how does the game plan change for Canberra? Especially, we've got Luke Thompson still in the 7, so new 6, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I have to agree that obviously the Raiders have had a lot of criticism, losing a lot of their big players from last year. Jack O'Neill leading that one, but also losing the likes of Jordan Williams and Corey Bell. Luke Thompson, he's got to take the lead there. Him and Eli Barnes, along with Tim James. They're still 3 of their 4 runner-up winnings, or whatever you want to call it, spy numbers, are still in this side. They have to take charge from now as Big Daniel Ngo takes the first run there for the New Zealand Warriors Season 5 campaign. Goes off as he goes down Barnett into the lock position today. Traditionally more of a back rower. What are your thoughts on him playing in the lock more? To start this game at least.
I think the lock, it's more first receiver position in the SRL. So having him to be first receiver, do the hit-ups, do the fast carry balls, is really going to be pivotal to this offense for the Warriors side. Especially allow Chance Bunce to get on the fast breader balls.
Yeah, overall, I have to agree with you there. You know, obviously Bunce is there's an error there early on from the Warriors. I think it was their skipper Chance Bunce spilling the ball there.
Commentator's curse.
You do have to say that is definitely commentator's curse. Obviously, Bunce, known as the best player in the game. We'll leave that up to the viewer, you to decide if you agree with that call there. But the Raiders are on the attack early. Second tackle already past the 40 here. They look to put on the attack here. It goes over to Lillard, one of the new recruits. He'll push forward there, about 25 out from the Warriors line here. It goes back over to Eli Barnes. He charges onto the ball there, into the arms of, I think that might be John Nanai there, the big hulking front rower takes him there, as it is Luke Thompson taking the tackle there, which means it's going to be up to likely Reynolds to take it here. In fact, it's going to be Vetu. Grabs it through the line and early on Eli Barnes.
Oh my gosh.
Continues his season 4 form, scoring early inside the first 4 minutes.
I think this attacking play started off with Xavier Demando on the left edge, getting a couple meters off that short side and just allowing the forwards to plow through the defense of the Warriors. And Eli Barnes, just his skill and how he runs the lines is really pivotal. Probably a bit of surprise with the kicking option there, though.
Yeah, turning out how Vetu, not the traditional kicker you'd think, but he couldn't find Matthews. Thompson just was playing the ball. He just said, I'll just do it. Grabs it through, and Barnes continues where he left off in Season 4. Scores the opening try for the Raiders. Great stuff there.
I think this is where the new positional changes will come into effect, with the half can now play lock. If you have a half on the bench and you sub them in for a lock, you have a third kicking option there.
Yeah, I have to agree there, and it's quite interesting because Eli Barnes has been in the media a bit recently. Obviously, back in Season 3 after the Eels lost the 5 forwards, it caused Eli Barnes to have a form slump himself after a great Season 2. But he's definitely not letting the media get in his head with a great starting try there to get the Raiders season off to the right start. As Lillard
new recruit getting a fair workout. He's got some big shoes to fill with Williams now leaving the club.
You'd have to agree, you know, Lillard, he's obviously coming from Parramatta. He's a very big forward. Doesn't have a lot of speed, but he has a lot of leg drive. So he'll be able to push forward in defense. And it's someone that the Raiders are going to have to rely on a lot this season. As John Boy Marv will play it there on the 50. Goes Matthews. Gives it there to Lillard again. He's taken about 3 runs this set. What a start for him, Lillard. He'll play it just short of the 40 there. 4th tackle. Over to Cavalli. Skipper. Straight up the middle. Goes back on the inside to Jordan Lewis. That had a bit of an opportunity there. Finds Tim James. Maybe that would have been more likely given his speed. It goes back to Matthews. Puts it high. Not the greatest kick. A bit shallow for what they needed there. It's taken by John Boy Marva. And the Warriors drop him up there.
Gotta say, I think that kick option was good to go to the right-hand side, but that kick was a poor execution.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there. Need to be a bit more deeper there. Have, the likes of, I think they've got Marshall Edwards down there with Jason Loman. Those guys just running onto it instead. It was shallow. Loman managed to catch it, but the Warriors defense was all around him. They weren't going to get any further than that 20-meter line. And overall, poor end to what was a good set for the Raiders. There's Daniel Ngo now. Runs over the top of Tauranga Fetu. What a run there. And now the penalty to go with it. This is a good opportunity for the Warriors. As, they're taking a 2. Not sure what I think about that.
I personally don't think it's the right idea. You had Ngo in a fast momentum swinging play. Keep knocking on the door of Canberra here. Canberra up by 6. You're only going to be up by 2 here now, so I don't see the point in this, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. They're only down by 4 now. With what Ngo had done, you need those tries there, and I don't know how many opportunities Warriors need to get in this game. I think that was not the right decision there by Chance Bunce and the Warriors leaders down there. They really should have been trying to, see what they can do with their forwards. They've got a lot of really strong forwards. Maybe one of them can push over the line, but taking 2 there, that's a poor decision by the Warriors.
And this is where the Warriors will win the game, is by going up the guts of the field. We've seen how Ngo has been going for this side just in this game, where he takes another hit up now. Got to recoup here. What do you think they need to do?
Yeah, look, I think it's more about, obviously, they have to just have their forwards go up the middle. Big John Nanai's got to take more runs. You need Ngo. Get off the back of what Ngo's doing. He's been terrific to start this game. He's really going at, I think, Samuel Lillard and Tauranga Fetu, getting them unsettled. And he really needs to keep going at them. As the Warriors now, John McCartney takes a run. 4th tackle, just past the 50 there. Goes Liam Rogers, who finds some space here. Looking for support, but it's taken an intercept there. And the Raiders once more have the ball. Disappointing
That's
stuff
twice
there.
now they've given possession over. Not too good. Not good at all.
You'd have to agree, obviously, only 10 minutes in. Not this sort of start they would have liked, the Warriors. As Luke Thompson now pushes forward. 3rd tackle. Goes to Jordan Lewis. Straight up the middle there. Good run. Gets it offload, in fact. To Tauranga Fetu, who will play it there just short of the 30-meter line. We go short side here. Mataus gives it short there to Caval. Pushes forward there. 5th tackle now. 25 meters out. Mataus it is. Grubbers it through. Taken there by Ngo. That looked dangerous sides for a second. But a great read there off the grubber kick by Ngo, and he has the ball now. Great set by the Raiders, but great defense by the Warriors.
You say defense doesn't win games in the SRL, but I think the Nines proved that their defense did win some games for some teams. They just need to hang on here, the Warriors, and try and get that field position back.
Yeah, they have to get some field position here. They haven't really had much. They had an opportunity, but obviously chose to take the 2, which we'll see if that proves... It could prove important for them, but it could also prove, the other way where it's not great for them. As 5th tackle now, Corcoran now. Not a great kick there. Maybe he's looking for a runner on the outside. Taken by Lomu. And Lomu now goes on a sprint. And that's a high tackle. Nanai it is. Absolutely taking his head off. And the Raiders will get another opportunity here.
They're only 13 minutes into this first half, and they've already given possession up twice in the first 10 minutes, and now they've got a penalty. They need to regroup here and just focus on their defensive sets.
I have to agree there. They just have to keep going up the middle. They have to give some... they just have to defend now. They haven't been... that might be lucky there. The ref's not going to say it's a knock-on. The Warriors were stopped there. Thought there must have been a knock-on. Chance Buds barking orders at the referee while in the tackle. He's not happy there. We play on nonetheless. Play to the whistle, as they always say, is John Boimava now. 15 meters out. He'll play it there. They're going to go short side, it seems. Caval. Cut out ball to Xavier Armando, and he's going to go in for the Raiders second.
I don't know if Bunce was too busy arguing with the ref, but he should have been able to tell his team that he needed more people on the short side, and Xavier Armando on Raiders' debut scores a beautiful one in the corner.
What a try there. Cavala was a skipper, called the play, cut out ball to Armando, and Armando, although, Caval put him into a little bit of a gap, He did a lot of work there. Had about 4 defenders around him, but he just managed to find the line somehow, and the Raiders are about to be up by 10, it seems. All by 8, with Luke Thompson missing that goal.
A 2-point penalty field goal did not prove wonders at all for the Warriors. They're regretting it here now.
You have to say, you know, they took the 2 and it hasn't helped them at all, that 2 points. You know, if they can't get tries, the 2 points means nothing. It just looks silly to have the 2 points next to, you know, however many points the Raiders are going to get in this game at the moment, because the Warriors, they're their own worst enemy at the moment.
100%. He saw Chance Bunce before kickoff there, trying to amp up his team, telling them to focus. We've got this. Only 15 minutes in.
Samuel Lillard there will take another one. He's been very good to start this game. Goes short side there to Rahul Kaval. He'll push forward there. Play it there. Third tackle. Just past the 30. Samuel Lillard. A big run there. What a run there. Gets up towards Chance Bunce. He'll play it there. Fourth tackle. We're going to go down here. Short ball there to Myers. Space in front of him. Chance Bunce comes across to make a crucial tackle there. Fifth tackle now. He's looking for it. It goes Mataus. Grubbers it through.
Oh!
And what a try! Eli Barnes is going to score and the Raiders go back to back.
Unbelievable. Mataus, second time doing that grubber for Eli Barnes, and Eli Barnes scores off it. For the grubber proving wonders here for the Raiders.
Siona Mataus, his first game, you know, taking over from Jack O'Neill, and he's just grubbered in. Barnes has run onto it. He's got him through the line. Barnes can't cover to get it back. They weren't expecting the grubber kick that time. And Mataus, I think he was originally planning to put it high. Saw the space, had his eyes up footy, saw the space, put it through, and Eli Barnes ran onto it. What a try by the Raiders, and now the Warriors. This is not looking good for them.
Once again, it's the field position and placement of the fullback for Canberra.
Yeah, Chance Bunce, he's not as the best player in the game, but the Raiders have sort of caught him out of this game. Eli Barnes is making him look a little bit silly. Already got 2 tries to his name. He needs to pick his team up from here because they're already down by 14. It's only 17 minutes in. This could get ugly real quick if the Warriors aren't careful. As Corcoran kicks off now. We're back. They have to reset in this set. They need a good defensive set. Barnes takes it, gives it a little. Oh, that's a big shot there. And goal it was. And that's what they need as they go over to Caval now. Taking them on McCartney. They need to get off the back of that big hit. It goes Lillard. Long pass over to Demando. This is good from the Raiders. And they're still finding space down that wing. Third tackle now. Myava gives it short. There is a massive shot, but they're going to say play on. I thought that might have bounced forward. They're going to say no, it went back. Lillard plays it their fourth tackle. Thompson takes on the line himself. That's a much better set by the Warriors, though. They put on a lot of big shots. And they were really trying to show the Raiders that they're not done yet. As it goes down to Isaac Simons here. He'll be taken there on the 20-meter line. First tackle. Corcoran gives it short there to his brother, Pat Corcoran. That's the second tackle. And all of that's another error. This is not looking good for the Warriors.
Again, not what they needed. They had that field position going for them at the start, and then they just do another error.
Yeah, the Raiders, they just rushed up on him, and they're putting on some good defensive hits there after that first Raiders set, but now they're inside the Warriors' half. They're going to go short side over here. Get to the Marshall Edwards, the new recruit. He's wrapped up there. Third tackle now. 12 meters out from the line. Goes Wally Allen. He takes a settler run. Fourth tackle. It goes short ball there to the skipper. He's put on his back. Fifth tackle. Let's see what they can do here. They've got Luke Thompson standing at first receiver. And then, an intercept off the scrum. Rex Slattery puts his hands out. And the Warriors survive. And Luke Thompson's going to score off a Jordan error. What's just happened to the Warriors?
This has been a massacre in the first half. Before that Slattery, they were going to ease that pressure with Slattery getting that interception, but no. Canberra just keep knocking.
John Nanai. I don't think I've ever seen him leveled. I didn't even see who it was. Luke Thompson picked up the loose ball, and there was just open fields in front of him. And suddenly, and now the Raiders, they just keep going. They're now 22-2 up. How many errors have the Warriors had in this game?
Well, I think New Zealand may need some big recruits off the bench here with Daniel Keat and Snicko, bro. I don't know if they can fix the damage that has been done though.
Yeah, it's actually Ryan Lawrence and Daniel Keat coming off the bench. Although we have to see how they put him. Daniel Keat's a big body. Maybe he can fire up his team. The rookie as Leondis takes it up there. That's on the 20-meter line. The Raiders have just been absolutely an onslaught so far. It's now Caval through gap. Gets it offload back to Tauranga Haufetu. He beats Chance, but he's still going. The Warriors recruits get to him. Somehow. Sean Walker was. But once again, the Raiders are inside the Warriors 20. Goes Luke Thompson. It's going to be Sean Walker now. He's had to defend in the middle of this set after making that crucial tackle there. Goes long ball over to Rahul Kaval. They cannot afford to concede here, the Warriors. Fourth tackle. They go short side.
Oh, brilliant.
Ben Arnold it is now. He'll play it there, but they give away the penalty. Decision time
Not
for the
what
Raiders.
they needed.
And they decide to tap. They can feel they're going to score here. They have to defend here for Warriors if they want any chance of any slimmer of a comeback. Sione Manu'us gives it a bar. It's a great tackle there on the big fullback. I think it was, I'm not entirely sure if that was that made the tackle, but it's going to go Tauranga Haufetu. Pushes forward. Daniel Keaton is wrapping him up. They go inside. Intercepted by Patrick Corcoran, and they survive. Somehow. And they needed to survive that.
Raiders given every opportunity they get, and they're pounding on that goal line of Warriors. The Warriors just need to get their two markers straight. They're too busy in the ruck trying to wrestle with them. They need to get up. They need defense. They need a strong defensive line.
Yeah, I have to agree there, you know. The Warriors, they managed to defend it out there. The Raiders threw a lot at them. But they need to do more. As Chance Buds now. He's looking dangerous. Goes it off with Ryan Lawrence. Fifth tackle now. The Raiders have been ruthless in the tackle. See what they can do in this set as the Warriors complete a set finally. Bounces down. Xavier Demando, and he slipped over the sideline. And the Warriors are going to have a brilliant opportunity here to potentially get their own try.
Look, he's come up with some big moments in this game, Demando, but that was a shocker. Did he think that it was going to go out, or I don't know.
I think he's
That's
caught
a stinker.
it. He must have caught it thinking that he had more room in the, on the sideline there, but
Yeah.
should have just let it bounce out. As now the Warriors have an opportunity here. Goes Ryan Lawrence. He'll play it there. 5 meters out. It goes short ball there. John Nanai it is onto his back. Keeping the hulking front row turn second row out. Grab course run up and play the ball. Held up. Third tackle now. Liam Rogers. Short ball there to Ryan Lawrence. Fourth tackle. Long ball over to Nanai. He's going to crash his way over, it seems. Yes, he will. And the Warriors do get a try.
I think you lay that all down to the two people coming off the bench for the Warriors. They proved wonders in defense and offense, especially Lawrence in that set.
I have to agree there, the pair of them, they sort of just gave a bit of spark, making big tackles. Obviously, I remember Kidd had a massive tackle on Eli Barnes when they were defending their line, and Lawrence there. A few big runs. And although, the Warriors, they still have a bit of work to do to get them fully back in this game. But definitely a shot now. So if they get this kick, they'll only be down by 14. Still a lot of time left to be played in this game.
Teams have come back from worse in the past.
As Corcoran slots it over. 22 points to 8.
Just think what happened if they didn't take that 2.
Yeah, well, it did switch the momentum, given the fact the Warriors didn't have the greatest hit afterwards. And then also, the Raiders just kept on piling points after that. You know, now the Warriors are back in at 14 points behind. They can definitely come back. But they can't let the Raiders score next. It has to be the Warriors next, as it goes deep down to Corcoran. Giving it to Lawrence. That's a big run there from the front rower. First tackle now. Corcoran. Gives it short there to Rogers. Second tackle now. Nanai gets it over here. Big run there from the front row turn second rower. Playing number 11 today. Third tackle. Goes Corcoran. Short ball there to Barner. Fourth tackle now.
I'll go for a 40 tranny here.
Degrees. McCartney it is. Oh, that's a good kick from McCartney. Kicks
Oh,
it
it's
deep.
2 infield.
Still getting Eli Barnes, and the big forward's turning around. Neo makes the tackle on Barnes. That's a great kick. May have not got the 40-20, but they will be having to come off their own line now, the Raiders. Arnold it is. Pushing forward onto the 20. Madaus. Short ball there to Wally Allen. Third tackle now. Over to Caval. Fourth tackle.
I'll take kick of our own.
Good kick there. Once again, probably too straight there, but get the Warriors turning around here. As Chance Bud steps in. Bud's is sleeping on it, but he gets the ankle tap. Bud's looked like he might have been gone there. Goes McCartney. Long pass out to Barner. Second tackle now. See, game seems like after 31 minutes finally come to a bit of a standstill now. As Bunce it is. Gets past the 40 there. Goes short side here. Broughton Thompson it is. That is the fourth tackle now. On the 50. Goes Barner. Short there to Keat. Oh, big run there.
Oh.
Tim James, get out of my way. Goes back to Corcoran. He punts it down to Marshall Edwards.
Good kick.
And it'll be taken there.
Warriors got some momentum behind them now, so that's good. Good to see. They're getting in that flow again that we're used to seeing.
Sort of good to see this game finally come to sort of a flow. You know, pretty much it's been error or a try for most of this game so far. In the game after the Warriors try seemed to come on a stand, so the Warriors are back in it fighting. And the Raiders are sort of trying to bring back the momentum, but I think the momentum at the moment is currently with the Warriors. So that's the fourth tackle.
Could be looking for a kick to gain that momentum here, though. Yeah, we will. Madaus.
I think it's a bit too long. It is, and it's out on the full. And that's what the Warriors
field
needed.
position. Prime field position for the Warriors here. Can they capitalise, though?
You'd have to hope they do. Madaus came off the side of his boot, and in the end, it was out by about 5 meters. The Warriors need to show us something here. It goes over to Nanai. Big run there. Makes about 10 meters off the run there. First tackle. Corcoran. Over to Keat. Looking for some space. Tim James gets him this time after being run over by last time. Barner. Short ball there to Nanai. Third tackle now.
I think getting that ball to Nanai more often now has been pivotal. Being able to break the Amber Raiders defensive line right open with getting Nanai the ball.
Goes McCartney over to Corcoran. Corcoran looking to push over. He might do it. He's going to get put on his back, and the Raiders scramble hard enough. Held up is the call.
In the end, they needed 3 Canberra Raiders to lift them up, so that was a good push from him.
Isaac Simons puts him high.
Keat.
Taken there by Xavier Demanda. Watch out. And Bunce wraps him up.
Would have loved to see Keat try and get that high ball. He's a big, solid body. Don't know how far he'd get off the ground, but worth a shot in my opinion.
Probably just lift his arms up and the ball would come to him. He's just that tall as Raiders now. Give it to Turinga. I'll tell you what, Turinga Halfe's had a very strong first half. He's probably been up there with the Raiders' best player. He's definitely breaking tackles, babe. Set up a few tries too. He's someone that the Raiders can definitely build off. As another run there, another line break. Chance Buds takes him there.
That means Chance Bunce won't be in the back of the field to receive it. Oh, he's rushing back there now.
Cinematicals puts it high, taken there by Isaac Simons, but they're going to get a set restart. Beautiful set by the Raiders.
And once again, it's all Canberra now with the momentum.
I have to agree there. They'll get one last opportunity. It's probably be the last opportunity before half-time. 3 minutes to go. Goes deep. Down to trying out. I'll tell you what, the Warriors have to survive this. They cannot afford to go to half-time down by 20. As Leonidas plays it there. Goes short side. Long pass over to Lomu it is. Playing it there. Just short of the 20-meter line there. Second tackle. Luke Thompson short there to Wally Allen. Looking to break past. Can't though. Third tackle. 10 meters out. Tim James looking for a run. Can't find any space. He'll take the tackle there. Fourth tackle. Look like they're going to go short side here. They will. Short ball there. To Betu looking to push over and he will. And the Raiders are going to score just before half-time to extend their lead.
If you notice there, it looked like Canberra were looking for a shift from the right side of the field to left, but then Tim James, he just sees that there's less defenders on that right-hand side. So what does he do? Oh, he starts running there, and he just sets it up there. That's where they're going to target. They haven't targeted that side yet, so they're going to try and crack that open, and which they have.
Yeah, it was a good short ball there. I think it might have been Matteus or Thompson, one of the two, that gave a beautiful short ball to Tauranga half Betu, and he just he's a very strong body. We'll talk about how good he's been this game. He just continues that. What a run that was, just barging his way over, and he gets the try. And the Raiders, if Luke Thompson can get this, they'll be up by 20, which, ooh, it's a poor one.
Warriors need 3 converted tries in the second half to get back to this, or it could be the final nail in the coffin, that try from Canberra.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be very tough now for the Warriors to come back, although it's still possible. We saw a comeback last time these two teams versed, although it was the other way around, in a similar situation after a first half blowout, but we'll have to see if the Warriors can do it. They're going to have to go a lot to go their way, as a big ball over to Lillard. About 30 seconds to take to halftime. He'll take a run. That'll be the first.
Don't try anything magical, just hold that ball. You don't want them to score and give some hope leading into the sheds.
Groove there. Matt Ulster gives it inside there to Tauranga half there, and that's going to be halftime. The Warriors down at halftime at home, 8 points to 28. We are back in the second half. Obviously, the Warriors down 28-6 points to 8. Not the greatest start. Not the greatest first half from them. Not the greatest start to the season. Dustin Richards, what were your first thoughts in that first half from the Warriors?
Yeah, look, I think they gave up too much possession in the first half. They had 2 sets where they gave up possession on the second or third. They've actually got 6 errors in the first half. Now, that's unbelievable in my opinion. And they only held the ball for 37% of that first half. They looked good when they got the bench forwards off coming on. And then when they gave John Nanai the ball, that's when they started ticking. But look, the momentum quickly changed after another error, and now they're back fighting for that ground.
I have to agree, has a good start set here. They might go for a 40-20. In fact, they will, but he was over to 40. Charlie Rossini's first touch in the SRL's a kick. Go. He let it go. It was not a 40-20, although that would have been a great first touch for Charlie Rossini in the SRL to have kicked the 40-20. Unfortunately, I think he put a foot over. And yep, he did. But a good start by the Raiders.
I think you just see that experience from Chance Bunce there too. He knows that he's over the line. He doesn't want to touch it at all. Let it go.
You know, let's see if the Warriors can hold on to the ball, because pretty much every time the Warriors have made an error in this game, they've been punished for it. So they have to be a bit more, I think, resilient in defense, as Isaac Simons it is now. Taking it up there. That's the second tackle. Corcoran it is now. That's the third. I think it's moved on to a bit more of a ball-playing lock roll in this second half, with Jen White playing dummy half. What do you make of that move from the Warriors?
I quite like it, to be honest. I think they need that more ball movement now. Just try and get their hands on the ball and ensure there's no more errors. And I think Paddy Corcoran's probably the best answer for that.
Yeah, especially with the fact, you know, obviously they are going to have to make a comeback. You know, they need someone that can offer more an attack. And I think, so I'm not saying David Barr necessarily doesn't offer that, but I think Pat Corcoran, he was unbelievable last season when he played lock, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. You just look at it, but I think the 1%ers for the Warriors needed to improve as well. Not a lot of people chased that kick there, and you probably want it more over into the corner so you can get that little lockdown.
To agree, as they push it up quite fast. Obviously, Stickerbro and Liam Rogers in that tackle. Matus goes out to Aaron Leonidas.
Probably one of the best defensive sets we've seen from the Warriors this game. You know, they only made it to the 40, and now a bad kick. Oh, but will he be forced out? Oh, just barely. He keeps it inside.
This is good from the Warriors.
First receiver.
They have good field position now. They have to use it. You know, obviously they're behind by 18. Have to come back as McCartney takes it now. Pushing forward. Play it there on the 40. Barner. Over to Corcoran. Fourth tackle now. Gives it a sticker, bro. He'll push forward. And fifth tackle now. 25 meters out now.
Into a corner here.
Corcoran puts it in.
Oh.
Charged down by Wally Allen. Here's streets in front of him. Doesn't quite have the speed though with Nanai catching up to him. But this will be a good start for the Raiders set. Play it on the 50. Goes to Ben Arnold.
Look, they just had a good defensive set there, and then they just ruined it. They didn't have the best defensive set, and then they just ruined it with that fifth tackle option. Not good from the Warriors. They need to switch on here.
Their attack also looked, if I'm honest, a little bit bland. It just wasn't really... Nothing really showed there. And even the kick at the end was a bit bad, if I'm honest. As now, the Raiders, going to be 20 meters out here. Towards the kick. These kicks have been deadly so far today from Matt Ulls. We'll see what they do, and that's a good kick there. It's going to be taken there by Lecky Tua, a young rookie. But he'll be wrapped up there. And the Warriors, they survive, but they're going to start their set inside the Raiders 20.
You just see, and McCartney running the ball, you want McCartney to run on the ball, but not in this type of game. When you're in on the front foot, for sure, but give it to a forward. March upfield. On the third here, they're 35 metres out from their own goal line, but they need to keep going. With that offload, I think they will.
It's Jaden White.
Prime kicking territory.
Looks like they're going to go for 40-20 here. And that's a poor kick. Luke Thompson takes it. Nano with a crucial tackle, but now, after the Corcoran poor kick, they're going to be inside. Good field position here for Raiders. The Warriors have to defend it. Rossini played it there. Second tackle. Goes to Ben Arnold. Yeah. 15 meters out now. See what they can do here. Third tackle. They're going to go long, short side there. It's going to go Lecky Tua. Not really sure much so far in this set. See what they're going to do. Matt Ulls calling for it here. He just takes the tackle himself. Pushes up. About 5 meters out now. They want a good kick here. A grubber kick from Luke
Look at
Thompson.
first receiver. Who is
He
it?
grubbers it
There
in! And Eli Barnes, does he get it? No! I thought he might have grounded it, but Edgo picks it up and play on from there.
It's the third time they've tried and done that little play, and it's worked in the past with Thompson going to the first receiver. Just barely miss out on it, though.
Yeah, Barnes dove for it, but as he dove for it, Edgo just managed to pick it up and make his way out the field of play. Good stuff there, but again, the Warriors attack there. Go forward is not existent at the moment. Only on the 35. They go short ball Venanello. They needed a run like that, but it's an intercept.
They're too anxious. Just hold on to the ball, blokes. That's all you need to do. You've given up possession so many times in this match, and you just need to hold on to it. Holding the ball wins games.
Tells when you're in these sort of situations, but now, as they go short side here, Lecky Tour it is, pushing forward on the 20-meter line. Third tackle, Matt long pass over to Maiava. Had they, Xavier Demando on his outside, chose not to use him. Fourth tackle now. Long ball over to Arnold. Fifth tackle. Raiders' attack hasn't been the greatest so far this half of how much field position they've had. Goes back to Matt Us. They had Leonidas in the way, and that's an error. And the Warriors survive once more. Liam Rogers it is now, taking a hit up. We need to have more players like him take rhythms. We need John Nanai, Liam Rogers, and I think Pat Corcoran need to just take this game and really just start driving it down. They need to get some going forward. They're still in this game, the Warriors. They just need that one moment where they can, really show us what they can do.
100%. And they need to go looking for the ball, to be honest with you. McCartney's taking hit-ups. It needs to be the three blokes you just mentioned in that position where McCartney is now. And if Nanai, there you go.
Nanai taking a big run, running at Wally Allen there. He'll play it there, fifth tackle. Corcoran it's going to be. Punts it down to Marshall Edwards.
Much better kick.
Has a lot of footwork there, Marshall Edwards. I've always wrapped up there as it goes round to Tim James. It is now in a big run there, but he's caught. That's the second tackle. Inside border Barnes. He'll be wrapped up there by Cal Aratera, I think that is. Third tackle. Was it Ben Arnold?
Let's look how much space they're giving Luke Thompson, though, when he's running deep into the line. They need to push up further there.
Have to agree. Now Marshall Edwards, we know he's quick. Gets around one. Bunce eventually comes back to make a good tackle there. That's the fifth tackle. A good kick here.
Pressure on Thompson. Oh, Wazzini with the kick now. Into the corner. Great first kick by him.
Good kick there. Taken by Broden Thompson. Rogers now through a space. He has to hold on to what he does this time. Good stuff there by Liam Rogers. He'll play it there just short the 40.
Pink hair streak. Finding those pivotal moments ready to insert himself.
Ngo it is now. It's good to see that Ngo's also another player that I think needs to really just stand up. He needs to take some more big runs there. He started the game really strongly, but he hasn't done much since those first probably 5-10 minutes, to be honest. And needs to do more. There's another run here by Nano. I'll tell you what. He won't go under today, Nano. He's really tried his best taking some of those big runs, and I think it's been really good from him. Goes over to Marshall Edwards.
I think this game has shown how good a forward Nanai is and why he should be in everyone's Supercoach team.
Have to agree there as Luke Thompson now takes it there. Gives a short there to Leonidas. Pushing up the middle. Gets it off but to Rossini. He'll play it there. Third tackle. Goes to Barnes. Other than scoring his 2 tries, he's probably had a little bit of a quieter game. Hasn't really broken the line much. He'll play it there on the 30. Short ball there to Wally Allen. Play it there. Fifth tackle now. "20 minutes gone in this one. Thompson puts it high. Not the most deepest kick. Taken well there by Barner. Not the play you'd expect to be jumping up to make those catches, but he does. It'll take it just short of 30. Game's sort of starting to go back in a pattern now. Back and forth. But the Warriors still probably aren't winning the field position, though, are they?
100% they aren't. But they got some key players stepping up now. But you just see that the Canberra Raiders just kick into that same corner. They need to be ready. They need to have people in that position to do a kick meter return. Need some good, strong running here. And I think that's where Rogers himself comes in. 35 metres out now. Just need a good, solid kick to finish this set off.
McCartney kicks it down. Xavier Amanda's onto it. Gets past one, in fact. He tries to take on Buns, but Buns comes across field to make a good tackle on him. Once again, they're starting just short the 40 here. They need to be better as now. Lecky Tua's up the middle. Gets the ball to Leonidas. They're still going the Raiders. Up towards the 30. He'll play it there.
Second tackle too. And they're 25 metres out from the try line.
Rossini
with a good fend.
Rossini will play it there as they give away a penalty. Decision time now for the Raiders. They're going to take the tap. I like that.
They've got that field present. Got the field where they need it. They just need to keep hounding on the door. They're going to break some time.
Short ball there to Lecky Tua. I think a try here seals it. I don't know if the Warriors can score 24 points in about 18 minutes. So I think a try here will seal it. Luke Thompson pushing forward. He's been great today. Is he on the line? They're going to say he's short. Plays it out, Luke Thompson. Short ball to Lecky Tua, and he'll be put on his back.
Once again, it's Liam Rogers that come up with that tackle and turn him over. I think we see another setup of one of the two halves kick a grubber for Eli Barnes in between the sticks.
Fourth tackle now. Matus calls for it. They're going to go inside ball, are they? No, they're going to Rossini. He'll play it there.
Yeah, here comes the grubber.
Going to put it high this time.
Oh, no, it's a bomb.
Taken well there by Awatere. And once more, the Warriors survive. Their defense has been very good. No tries in the second half so far. Oh, that's a big shot on Corcoran there. And they'll drag him back too. Second tackle. Corcoran, short ball there to Slattery. Goes Corcoran. Short to Rogers.
They're only on fourth. It's ridiculous how much they've gained. Defensive Canberra showing up here.
Yeah, I have to agree there. You know, the Raiders, they're going to catch it on the 30. And they're going to, in fact, start their ball. It's under us. Demando beats Butts. McCartney's chasing. He can't get to him. Butts is going to make a last-ditch effort, but he's not going to get him. And Xavier Demando seals it. And that's going to be it for the Raiders. I can't see a comeback happening. As Xavier Demando goes under for posts.
With only 15 minutes remaining in the second half, you just think everything could have changed with that two points early in the game for Warriors. But Demando, I reckon he's a solid signing. He's fast. He can work on his acceleration a little bit, but what a try. Beating Chance Bunts, you don't do that every day.
Yeah, he's one of those tall, lanky wingers, Xavier Demando. And I actually do believe, I want to credit Xavier Demando in a second. I think actually early today he scored his first try. And that was his second there. So, congratulations to Xavier Demando. He's got 2 and 1. Took him a while to score, but he scored 2. And he's gotten both today. Congratulations, Xavier Demando. And I think that's going to be it for the Warriors. It is possible for them to score 24 points in 15 minutes, but I think it's unlikely at this point.
Yeah. And just on that, Demando has scored a try in his Eel career, but first 2 in green.
Right, correct. Apologies for that mistake, man, I guess. Ghana has in fact scored. We'll have to get our scoreboards had a look at with saying that he scored 2 career tries now. We'll have a look at that at some point. But the Raiders, Wally Allen pushing forward there. 14 minutes remaining. They don't have to play the game now. The Warriors, it hasn't been a good performance from them. There have been moments that have looked good, but overall, they need to be better than this, don't they?
100%. You have what probably the best fullback in the game at the moment. You could probably say Tyler Ogamatani from Cowboys is in the running. So I think just discipline. Like, that's what ruined them in the first half, and that's what ruined them in the second. Now, if they won't do a kick here, Ben Arnold will just try and push it downfield more.
Interesting decision there. I'm quite surprised to see, but they're just going to take the tackle there. Although maybe they don't want to risk a kick return or something. As McCartney throws along. Buds takes it now.
Ooh,
Thompson
great
catches
pass.
him. Great vision there from McCartney to take that one. As Nanai with another run. Pushing forward past the 40. Corcoran calling for it. Gives it down over to Ngo. Third tackle now. Corcoran. Bunsey takes it here. Up to the 20 he goes. That's the 4th.
He's in the right positions, but he just can't break. Oh, what's happened here?
I thought that might have came off the head of one of the Warriors players. We'll see what this decision here from the ref is.
I think the centre from Canberra knocked it on. And then it just went into touch. Oh, John Nanai now with the hit up. 5 metres out.
Goes Ngo. He gets hold up on the line there. In fact, no, he's not going to go over the line. In fact, I think he's just played it on the line. I'm not entirely sure what's happened there, but I'm going to say play on here. Bunts now. Long pass over to Rogers was in. He gives it inside. What's he doing? He was in.
Liam Rogers. Bit of a brain fart there, not going to lie.
And I don't know why we're checking this. McCartney's definitely held up. Rogers, he was in. He just had to put it down, and he threw it inside the McCartney. Selfless, but it has cost him a try. 4th tackle now.
That would have been a great moment to go short to either Nanai or Rogers, but didn't see it happen, unfortunately.
Corcoran now grubbers it in. Taken there by Slattery, and he'll get held up.
The defense.
Good work there by the Raiders to defend them there. And although we've mentioned it before, I think that's really the last down. The confidence they nearly an error there. But it was dove onto it. I think it only hit the face of Ben Arnold there. So they're going to say play on. Lillard is now taking another run. It's been very strong today, Samuel Lillard. Short side now, Mataus. Taken there by Lecky Tua. Bit of a juggle.
I think Lecky Tua been great this game.
Ben Arnold is now pushing past the 40. Goes over to Mataus. He punts it over deep. Oh, Broader Thompson's had a bit of a... Not even sure what's happened there, but he's going to pick it up and he's going to go back. I don't know how Broader Thompson got anything out of that after he just sort of caught him off guard where the ball landed there. As now Rex Slattery up the middle. Gets it offload to Ngo.
You see, when they do get on the front foot, it is the forwards for them. Just look at that. Ngo, Slattery, Nanai, Rogers. Great individual performances. They just haven't been able to piece it together.
I have to agree there. You know, they've had quite a good few runs there, especially Nanai, who's really, I think he's really tried his heart out today. But overall, they just haven't been able to put it all together. And although this second half's been a lot better defensively, it still has cost them the victory overall. As Ngo out of all plays puts it high. I'm not sure you'll expect him to tap it. It taps it back to Lillard. No one's there. I think he'll get caught the big front row, although he's still going. White's chasing. White's eventually going to catch up to him. Now the Raiders have a chance to potentially increase their lead now. Goes long ball over to Lecky Tua. He'll play it there. 25 out. Goes short there to Aaron Leonidas. That's the 3rd. 17 metres out. Short side now. All the way over to Lecky Tua. Gets it offload, in fact. Myava it is. He'll be wrapped up though. 4th tackle. See what the Raiders can do here. Put the nail in the coffin. Luke Thompson will be. 5th tackle now. Short side it is. Battles. Rubbers it in. And it's going to be taken there by Awaterra, but they'll get a repeat set. Good set by the Raiders and a great kick by Mataus to chase his own kick.
Just the grubbers from the two halves of this game has been absolutely standing. I think it's been the difference. The kicking game as well as defense has been what's won end of the game.
I have to agree, man. Sarah Mataus has really stood up in these big moments, and it's really good considering this is his first, it's going to be his first full season of starting. His first game after taking over Jack and realistically, it's like Jack and never left with what he's doing. Great grubber kicks. Eli Barnes chased him, just low move there. Nearly tricked Chance Bunce there. He gets him though. That's the second tackle. Long ball over short there to Leonidas it's going to be. He'll play it there. Third tackle. James will be Matus. Over to Tim James it is now. He's pushing forward, looking for a try. Is he over? I think he is. No, the ref said he's held up.
Oh, we'll see that with the video ref, but I think he's got it down. Oh, he didn't even send it up.
Goes over to Matus now. He's not going to be able to kick it on the last. It's going to be down to Thompson. Or Tim James, in fact. Roberts in it, and it's going to be Thompson who scores.
Just how far they go, how deep they go into that defensive line of the Warriors and be able to catch them off guard is what has been so effective and scored so many tries. Just go back to the Eli Barnes try before. And even now, look, catching the entire defensive line of the Warriors off guard.
Yeah, it was a good kick there by Tim James. Not his original kick, but just sort of took it there and just sort of saw space, rubbed it in, and Luke Thompson scored his second of the day. And the Raiders, they'll go out at this performance happy. They haven't been predicted to do well in the media, but they definitely have kicked off where they left off in Season 4. And Luke Thompson will get this to make it 38 points to 8.
A lot of people doubted the Raiders after the Nines performance a couple of weeks ago, but they've shown up here and where it counts. The doubt is wrong.
As Corcoran's going to kick off now. As he goes long now. Only 2 minutes remaining or so. I think both teams will just end this game on this. I don't expect too much more to happen in this one. Arnold pushes forward up to the 20. He plays it there. Goes short side, Matus. Long pass over. Maybe they want to look for another one, although they read the ball on demand at that time. Second tackle. Short ball there to Lillard. He's been incredible today.
He's my MVP.
You know, I have to agree. I think he's definitely he's had some really strong plays, Lillard, just in defense and in attack. He's brought that energy that they needed, and he's someone that I think a lot of people, including myself, really underestimated coming into the season, but he's definitely proved everyone wrong with today's performance. Marshall Edwards plays it there. Lillard now. Punts it over back to Chance Bunce.
What can't he do?
Yeah, that is true as it goes. Corcoran now. Engo takes the final run at the half, and that's going to be it. The Raiders have defeated the Warriors 38 points to 8. It was a very strong performance there by the Raiders, and overall, they should be happy with their performance.
I think Chance Bunce has got to rally the troops for next week's game, but just look at that. 9 errors and 38 time in possession from the Warriors. Not good at all.
Yeah, you have to grow as well, conceding 3 penalties. It's not great. And look at the tries. Obviously, tries to Luke Thompson, Eli Barnes, David Munn, all grabbing doubles and tearing out with his sensational first start performance. Going to look at that. Samuel Leonard, 191 run meters. Xavier Demandu, 8 line breaks. Those 2 players absolutely played out of their skin today.
If you're a Canberra fan, you got high hopes of these 2 boys coming through.
And look at that. Not only did he run 191 run meters, he did it in 35 minutes.
Wow. That's insane to me. He barely played a half of the game too. That's wow. Of course, I think John Nanai here, arguably best on ground for Warriors in what was a disappointing performance.
Although he did have 3 errors and a penalty to his name, he definitely was trying to make up for it with anything he can. Chance Bunce obviously still made 5 line breaks and 118 run meters. Like, can't really knock him for that, which is still a decent performance overall. Although it is probably poor by his standards. Corcoran kicked pretty well, but overall, the Warriors are pretty disappointing.
I think if you're Jai McCartney too, you need to have a look at himself and see, okay, where can I position myself next time so I can be better at my kicking, where I don't do short kicks. There's a couple times they got caught off guard.
Let's look at last time. I've looked at the Raiders kicking. Obviously, as Thompson, I think they had a lot more short kicking than long kicking. They didn't really need to because they were constantly inside the Warriors' territory.
100%.
Alright, well, thank you once again, Dustin, for joining me. And I guess...
It's a pleasure, mate.
Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you in the next game, which is the South Sydney Rabbitohs versus Brisbane Broncos.